Okay, so I'm going to show you how to prepare a pomegranate for a cheese tray that will look something like this. So it should have should have very little on the back, so you can pick it up and just bite off all of that section. By the way, pro tip, when you are eating, hold your plate with your right hand and use your left hand for any finger foods. So if someone comes up to say hi, what you can do is set your food down and shake with a clean right hand. So let's get to the point where you can serve this. First, you're gonna want to start with a pomegranate. Yep, pomegranate. Surprise, surprise. So you want to look for these little rims. It should have some flat sides, then it should have some bumps. And why you want to look for that is because you are this right here is typically this white part. And this right here is where the fruit is. And what you want to do is gently score, just because you really don't want to cut into any of the seeds. I guess pips is what they say on Great British Bake Off. Okay, so see, you find the little ridges, just score down. Oh, maybe I got off on that. I think I got that one wrong. Let's try that. There's another one. It's a little spot I didn't catch when I bought this. Maybe I got wrong on that one too. Sometimes you just have to guess. And there, I think that one right there is our last one. Let's go down that way. Okay, and then cutting away from you, because that's good knife safety. And I like to put the pomegranate on the board instead of doing this, because if you have it on the board, much more stable and you can control it more. So you can try and wedge it out with a knife if you want. I feel like that bruises some of the fruits and I don't like it. So what you can just do is press. So I'm trying to like pull out, so you just press to the side like that. Okay, so there you are. Now, what I like to do is score a little bit more into the top right there. You still can't really see where everything's gonna be. So again, just kind of lightly do it so you don't cut into the fruit a lot. Now, you're gonna put your thumbs there and pull apart. Voila, you have half a pomegranate. Currently, none of these seeds have been really cut into, which is great. So you can be gentle with them so you're not like covered in pomegranate juice. So I will note that this bottom part is a little bit tricky because it comes up, and so I like to go to that one last. So here I'm gonna again pull apart the pomegranate gently. So you're gonna see these natural segments kind of make themselves known. And there, that bottom piece, that's kind of its own segment. It's a little bit like the skin's tougher down here, so I like to try and gently peel it back. Okay, and I set that aside so that I know that's the end piece. Then what you'll see, so I like to go ahead and separate all of the segments. So let's see, I think that one was no, that one wasn't my guess, but look at that, see? So we scored the outside, and now as we peel it apart, it's these perfect segments. And what I like to do is I like to really just peel it back gently. Sometimes people like to keep the red rind on, but I find that makes it a lot harder to eat. So you can just gently peel everything back. You can peel off some of that papery skin. Honestly, this papery skin, you can eat it. I mean, maybe it's a little tiny bit bitter, but I think for presentation, most people like to get that all the way off as much as they can. Again, just really gently peeling. Okay, so there we go. That's our first section. And if you hand that to somebody, what they could, well, not hand it to them, but if it's on a plate, they can pick it up and, well, they can break it off with their fingers, but unless you do it in the mouth. Take a bite. So good. All right. Some of these segments will be too small. I recommend just gently moving them out and using those for something else. But as you're preparing it, you just really want to gently peel back the pith. I think that's what it's called. And reveal as much of the fruit as possible. Sometimes if you want to be really persnickety, well, there you go. Peel that off. Okay, so there's another segment. Let's see, where are we keeping segments? Over there. All right, let's keep going. So you can also just kind of fold the skin back, peel it, because if you're trying to keep segments, so this one is kind of interesting because you could probably turn it into 2 segments or 1 bigger segment. Let's see what it wants to be. I think it wants to be 1 bigger segment. So you could try and pull it apart there, but right now that's just like 1 really nice cohesive segment, so I'm going to leave that. So moving on, so this is kind of the other part of the bottom. It's really stiff there. Oh, what's this doing? There we go, another segment. Okay, so you can kind of pull that back naturally, fold it back, get out, you know, the randos. There you go. All right, this is a teeny tiny one. Maybe you don't want to put that on the plate. Maybe you're gonna take all the seeds off that. What I like to do is save the loose seeds for like a salad or something on top of like maybe a grain bowl or something like that. So, all right. Peel back that white, or light, that's what I meant, light papery pith. There we go. Just like that, fold it back. And right now, there's really not a lot of juice on the board because I'm doing it really gently. And yes, this does take a little bit extra time. I really think it's worth it when you put these gorgeous chunks onto your cheese plate. So there we go. We did half of it. Let's see if I can speed up the other half, although I don't necessarily advocate for rushing this part because I rushed the last one and I didn't love it. Yeah, when you rush, you start to break the seeds, which again, not the end of the world at all. They're delicious in any form. There we go. See how we lost them up there when we went quick? So, not the end of the world. Oh, let's see if we're a little more gentle over here. Yep. Slightly more gentle. We get a more beautiful result. Oh, we lost one. There we go. Let's see. There's our last little line that I scored. Didn't score it all the way. Let's bring it down. Oh, let's see what's going on. Not confident in that. Nope. Maybe not the best score, but that's okay. Again, I'm trying to be really gentle with it, so I'm not breaking them. Woo, I got it. This looks more like one of the middle sections. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get like a lot of, no, we might get one pretty segment here. Oh, yep, look, there we go. Ta-da! Not maybe the best segment, but it'll work. It'll do. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm going to quit here because I'm just going to use the rest of these. Oh, nope, I got to find this one. This guy's beauty. Then kind of peel it back. Peel it back. Get some more of that pith off. There you go. So, keeping the trash over there, I'll go through and kind of gently what I do is pull these, like push them off kind of. That's kind of what how I do it. And I find that it just gives beautiful results where you're really not breaking a lot of them. And so I'll go through and do that all for everything, or all these. That's my thinking noise. Separate the trash. I will rinse and reserve these probably for a mocktail of some form. And then I will also cover these in an airtight container and lay a wet paper towel over them so that they stay nice and fresh in the fridge. So there you have it. making beautiful segments of pomegranates for your cheese tray. That can look something like this. Voila.